Hello, everyone. Hope you are doing very well in your studies. Today's lessons is about reviewing past exam questions, multiple choice questions for IGCSE examination. In these sections, consists of 40 questions. So we have deliberate in details about 20 questions for winter 2017 papers in part 1. And for this presentation is just a continuation from part 1. Without further ado, let's get started. The diagram shows the step in the presentations of a salt, which salt is prepared by this method. Prepare a saturated solutions of impure copper 2 sulfate is a sample in a minimum amount of water. Then we heat the solution and add more copper 2 sulfate in it. And then we filter the hot solution to separate the undissolved insoluble impurities in the solution. And then finally, the concentrated the filtrate in a china dish and by heating it gently. So this is actually to prepare the copper 2 sulfate salt. And which property of elements increase across a period of periodic table? So the group of an element tells you how many electrons in it in the outer shells. As you move across a period, the number of electrons increases by 1 each time. Magnesium, calcium, strontium, and barium are group 2 elements. Group 2 elements follow the same trend as a group 1 element. Which statement about group 2 elements are correct? Calcium reacts rapidly with water at the room temperature. Magnesium reacts with the steam slowly at the boiling point of water. And beryllium reacts with steam only at a very high temperature of 100 of degree Celsius at a very slow rate. And strontium oxidizes in air more slowly than barium. The answer will be 1 and 3. The noble gases are in group 8 of the periodic table, which statement explains why noble gases are unreactive. They all have full outer shell. When elements react, their atoms complete their outer shell by losing, gaining, or sharing electrons. The atom of noble gases already have complete in the outer shell. So they have no tendency to lose, gain, or share electron, and this is why the noble gases are innate and do not take part in chemical reaction. The answer will be they have full outer shells. Part of the periodic table is shown. Which element is used as a catalyst? This part is considered as a transition elements. So the answer for this, the catalyst, most of the catalyst is reside in the transition metals. For example, like nickel, platinum, chromium, rhodium, cobalt, iron, which is used as a catalyst. The answer for this will be D. Which statement about all metals is correct? Chemical compounds with metallic bases and alloy or retain all the properties of a metal in the resulting material, such as electrical conductivity, ductility, opacity, and luster. The answer for this will be they may be used to form an alloy. Which substance produces sulfur dioxide when roasted in air? The product obtained when zinc blended is roasted are zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. So the answer will be zinc blended. Which metal carbonate does not produce carbon dioxide when it is heated with a Bunsen burner? Sodium and potassium carbonate give no carbon dioxide on any other side that the composition has taken place, even after prolonged heating. The answer will be sodium carbonate. Two experiments are carried out. In experiment 1, copper is heated with a steam. And in experiment 2, copper oxide is heated with carbon. Which row describe what happened in experiment 1 and 2? For the experiment 1, there will be no reaction when copper is heated with the steam. And for the experiment 2, there is a reaction when the copper oxide and carbon is heated. Which two gases are obtained from liquid air by fractional distillation? It mainly contains nitrogen, 78%, and oxygen. Hence, fractional distillation of liquid air mainly yield these two gases, which is nitrogen and oxygen. So the answer for this will be C. An experiment to find the percentage of oxygen in 150 centimeter cube of polluted air is shown. The apparatus is left for 1 week. After this time, the volume of gas in the measuring cylinder is 1 to 2 centimeter cube. What is the percentage of oxygen to the nearest whole number in the polluted air? To get this value, you have to get 150 centimeter cube minus 122 centimeter cube. You get the value of 28 centimeter cube. 28 centimeter cube divided by 150 and multiplied by 100%, you get the value of 18.6%. The answer will be A. You have to round up to the nearest number, you get the value of 19. Two reactions X and Y produce carbon dioxide. Which type of reactions are X and which is the reactions for Y? Okay, the answer for X will be combustion. Combustion always produce carbon dioxide. Okay, produce carbon dioxide. Calcium carbonate on heating decomposes to form calcium oxide, which is quicklime and carbon dioxide. And the equation for this thermal decomposition can be written as this is heated to produce carbon dioxide. The answer would be B. The ion present in ammonium sulfate are formed from the product of the contact and Haber process. Both of these processes involve the use of catalysts. Which row is correct? Is given the answer in this case, we know that in the process of Haber, vanadium V oxide is involved used as a catalyst. And the process, we call it as the contact process. And during this activity, ammonium sulfate acid will be produced from these processes. The table shows the composition of 4 different types of petroleum. Which type of petroleum is best for the motor vehicle industry? We know that what is the main elements during the fractions of the petroleum and which is used best for the motorcycle industry. We use gasoline. So in this area, which gasoline produce the higher percentage? We can find that from North Sea because gasoline contribute the higher percentage in the North Sea. Gasoline is one of the most common type of fuel used for automobiles today. So the answer would be D. Which reaction of ethane is not an additional reaction? Reactions with oxygen. Ethanol is a fuel used in car. It can be made from petroleum during the process of cracking, producing of ethanol, and in a process of burning. Compound of how many homologous series appears in these equations will be 3. Ethanol is produced from either ethene or sugar. Which type of chemical reaction is used in each case? During the process of ethene to ethanol, we call it the process of additions, sugar. So, from sugar to ethanol is a process of fermentation. The answer for this will be A. The structural formula of an organic compound is shown. And what is the name of this compound? This is methyl propanoid. And the diagram shows the structure of an important product. This product is formed by addition polymerization of an alkene, and you just fill in the gap. The answer this will be 39B. And which pair of compound which is react to form a condensation polymer? The answer for this will be C. That's all for today's lesson. Hope you understand the answer for each of the questions and the justifications toward the answer. Please don't forget to subscribe to Jom Studyla YouTube channel, and there will be a customized note available at beacons.ai/jomstudyla. And there is another options to access to Beacon page is via Jom Studyla Instagram. That's all for today's lesson. Hope to see you in the next presentation slide. Thank you very much for listening.